Hi there, welcome on in. Here we go, one last stream before TwitchCon. Yeah, let's dive right into it. More Final Fantasy. I did some of the hunts offline. I'm only missing one, but I didn't know where this hunt was. I looked it up, and apparently it's a level 45 hunt, so I can't do
the
it.
Iron Kingdom.
Okay. Yeah, so we only have this one, which is an S rank one. I know where it is now, but yeah. I'm level 34 after doing all the other hunts. No, 35. Okay. And one of them was actually complicated. I died once again. It was the rank A one. So yeah, I'm not gonna do it right away. Let's dive into more story.
Since you came home, Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
Oh wait, maybe is it admissible? Let me actually look this up.
So, the professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though.
All missable quests.
Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Okay. I actually don't know. Oh, yep, there are more side quests around the world.
How are you doing? It was luck, and luck alone. But now,
Okay, whatever.
thank you. Anything catch your eye?
Yeah, we have that. Okay, we got two more side quests. Let's do them real quick.
Good day to you. Let's see.
Main quest is speaking with Mid. Want to do this? Oh, right. I had to reconfigure the display on the PS5. I gotta fix that here. This is a problem, though. Yeah, it's not gonna let me, is it? Unless I do this. No. That does not work for me. Maybe it does. Oh, like that? Oh. Okay. I think that kind of works, no? Kind of want only the Elgato one, but there's still a bit of margin. Oh, that sucks. That absolutely sucks. Okay, let me reset that. Because this is the PS5 internal thing. Unless I stretch it in the PS5 again, but then I'll have to do it for my TV again. God. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it, and I'll. It's real quick as well. Well, there. Completely forgot I did this. Because I played on the TV during lunch hour. Screen. Just display area. There we go. Alright, should be better.
Crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
Okay, where's this? Oh. So what do you want?
Ah, Clive.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of rustlings in the under... It may be no more than a surfeit of nerve. Given what I hope you'll forget...
Alright, whatever.
Of course.
I hate these side quests, they're so boring.
Right.
Wait,
See
what?
what the people of the village have to say.
Why?
I better find out if this is just nerves. Or something we need to take more seriously.
Just go where people are saying. Can you please run faster?
Word is, the Black Shields took a hiding, and some bearers.
Excuse me.
Nah, not Mika. I'm here most days, right next to... Don't worry. Any shady cat...
All right.
Okay. Come on, Clive. Please run. Get that.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods.
No, but I've heard
Where was that?
in Lawbert's was out, ran back here as...
I see.
Okay.
Seems Lawbert's Pass is our
No.
best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
Hang on. We gotta do this.
Fetch!
Boy.
You were right, boy.
Alright. Where the hell is the... It's close.
You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape!
Black Shields. Here. What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Too slow.
There we go. Easy.
Why were they here? Are they planning an attack on Lost Wing? I need to warn Quentin.
Why look manually when you can just teleport.
Good day to you.
Good day.
The crystals we get from the
Clive,
I found some black
shields, though they serve another master now. And it would appear the pack has damn it all. And bite,
I'm sorry. Who did the Black Shield serve now?
because I want him.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
He became corrupt.
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered.
Okay, finally an interesting
He faced no
side quest.
punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones.
And though it didn't
My
start like
livelihood.
that.
My position. The faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins.
I guess
Make
we're gonna
ready
do it
for war.
so people don't die. Oh, no, apparently. Okay. That is the one interesting side quest so far. And it didn't even start like that.
I'm not going to change his mind.
No. It is what it is. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. It's over here. Shop with new things? Huh. What new things do you have to purchase?
And what can I do for you?
Those all suck. That sucks. Sucks. This, okay. I mean, me.
I do like a customer who knows what he wants. I'll be here if you need me.
Okay. Here's the other one. Use your loaf.
The finest.
Take a sniff, good sir.
There'll be no one to man the shop. Gone, just like that.
What's the matter?
I'd go and look for him, loath though I...
Alright, I'll do a fetch quest. Have a
I
person.
wouldn't be surprised if he was...
All right.
The hell did he go there? Do I have any? Yep. Jaws close.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Yeah, this is where the A rank enemy was. There you are. There he is. Hello?
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? I'm certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the mother crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her.
Oh,
I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. But I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
I don't know, dude. Express yourself, I guess.
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you missed the fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Recapture it?
Yeah, do a loaf of
I'm
bread.
a baker, not a...
Looks like a bread.
You know, you might just be right. What a fool I've been! I have to get back to the bakery right away. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. You've opened my eyes.
Wait.
Okay.
Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
Back we go.
The finest.
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
Yeah, I knew it.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steepled peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the fang without her crater? Why, no fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
Yep. I knew that was going that way as soon as I saw him staring at the crystal. Or the mountain, I should say.
Now, do some... I know you...
Okay. Back to the hideaway. I'm assuming there's no other quests other than the hunt bee.
I'm telling you, it's true.
Very likely can't do right now. We're still 35, right? Yep. Okay. Gotta keep in mind to use Torgal to level up the stats.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Right, Desiree.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Okay, 550 is the next one.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
Yeah, okay, nothing.
Seen enough?
I have. Let's see what mid wants. Should probably save. Yeah, 1,000 ability points. Yeah, I wanted to do that one next. I ended up not respecing the abilities last stream, so I'm gonna keep going with this.
I went up to give some greens to the
I think there's also a trophy to level up everything. I might need New Game Plus. I don't know.
Mid hasn't been.
Okay. Oh, I gotta go all the way around. Great.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Okay, kid. Now you're reading. Not just looking at pictures. Just looking at pictures isn't reading. Mid.
Alright, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapours away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides, that stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
All right.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Mm-hmm.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Hell with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. I'd spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Okay.
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy, though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin-Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword-grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, we can get this over with.
Okay.
Up to you who you take to the desert. I mean, Gav's doing the fight. You don't have my winning personality.
Ah, don't listen to him. You'll be in the lowest of low company with either of us.
You going after the start? Which one of these?
I mean...
Gav, you're with me.
All right, then. So,
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the...
southern reaches of the... I'll go and scout the place out.
All right.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up...
You two, eh?
Fleece me.
Sure. Fetch quests for main quests. Come on. And do I... Yeah. Through here.
Looks like I found the river. Where's Gav?
me. Okay, what?
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this stardust. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if stardust is what Blackthorn wants, stardust is what it...
Then let's get back.
We shall.
Alright, whatever.
So this is stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Last one is here.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
He's fighting.
You finished?
Enough.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey,
Or what do you want to chat about?
feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain? Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Aww.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Work. Alright. Another absolutely annoying side quest that had one good scene with Gav.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
Excuse me.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. It beats sneaking around on your tud all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Ooh, that might be enough for... Was it 510, the next year?
Suppose we'd better be getting back to...
Give us a shot.
Sure thing, buddies. I don't care. Get back to work, you lazy bums. Let me go check. Might also have enough for pork tree. No, definitely not. It's not gonna level up. Our pocket trees, I mean. Good old times. Yeah, I don't think that's
Welcome
enough.
to the Patron's Whisper.
Come
again. I may have more for you. Oh, I wasn't expecting you back, Kuka. Only I don't know. I wish you would.
You already had seen that. For some reason, it wasn't unread again. And we go see the old man.
Oh, I'm never drinking.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Oof.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all details.
What's her name?
What's her name? Right.
How nice. Elena.
Oh, Sid. I'll show you.
Yeah, we've already
Excess heat
seen
is
it.
dealt with by means of the... Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed... In other words, this is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand, not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it...
You can stop there. Mid said we might be able... Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. The thing... It's no...
I see. Would that help?
Oh, I'll gather my team.
Okay. Yeah. That's how enthusiastic I was about that. Alright.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Okay. These folks are going to war.
If you're ready, we leave at once.
I'm not gonna walk all
Good
the way
girl.
there.
Fly, Ambrosia. Straight home now.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are...
Okay, sure, whatever.
Of course.
The pieces we need are in the ruins.
Anybody home? It must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
I fucking dodged out of there. God damn it. Third death. Guess he cast Doom, right? See, I did the little. Okay, skip this.
Titan!
victory fanfare. I mean, this game is so... It's not a main... Come on, it's not a core Final Fantasy.
The things I do...
It's enjoyable, but come on.
You shouldn't have any trouble.
Indeed.
All right.
Alright, whatever. Oh, there we go. 550. Stone tonic duration. Okay. Anything else here?
Your work is done, Sid. We'll take care of the rest. Let Mid know she'll have her helm.
Sure. Let me see the chest here. Oh, I already opened it, so... Let's see, abilities first. Oh, wait, what? I already know I have to go to the hideaway. Come on, game. Yeah, get that. Now, I don't know how I'm supposed to use all 3 abilities at once when I can only equip 2. There's gotta be an expansion here. Back to hideaway. Let's go get our goodies here. Then we still have 1 part left.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back.
2 meteorite.
All yours.
Okay. High Cleric's Medallion.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Yeah, that's gonna take a while. Be safe here. Just in case we get propelled into something.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with
All
something
right. Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just 1 remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what to do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Sure.
Right away.
Let's do it. Another freaking MMO quest. Really don't like this. Guess I should go through
Editors
here.
started reading books that don't have any pictures.
It's the closest round, I think.
Harpocrates, do you have the moment?
For you, Clive?
Well, actually, it's for Mid. Could you take a look at it?
Why does it make me select it in a menu when it's the only item I have for him? Just deliver it. It's so annoying.
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obolus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obolus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, the knowledge of the past...
Thank you.
Sure. Come on.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
It's easy.
So, Clive, who will accompany...
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic? Conch shells? Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in North.
Well, I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right.
Okay.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
Nerd. All right. Back. Here we go. I'm gonna take a break.
No.
I need to use the bathroom.
Where's Talia?
Yeah, it's starting, so be right back. Here we go. Yeah, that was me huffing because it's hot as fuck.
Keep them pilchers nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on these.
Spoiling another cat.
There you are, Talia.
Oh, I just got myself
and
a
there
little
you
bit.
are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
Nut.
No, that's the one.
Nut.
Pepio nuts.
Oi, don't touch anything.
Here they are.
If that's what you want.
Nut.
Thanks for nothing.
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford
Alright. Yeah, that.
We haven't much, but you're free to look. Keep fighting the good fight.
Hopefully Talia's finished too.
Fresh cuts! Come and get them up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Nut.
Yes,
Garlic
I'm gonna be
and
jealous.
pepio nuts.
Nut.
Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then.
Yeah, I'm gonna be childish
Boss.
really about that.
We're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat.
Sure. That's why I brought you. Alrighty.
Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I know.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met?
Yes.
Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Taya.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us.
Oh.
Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
Alright. Back we go. Yes, I know I have to go to the hideaway. Why do you have to pause the game menu for like that? Come on. Just put the flag. Let me go there.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
The moon dew.
Oh, I'm never drinking.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardol and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end.
Yes, it does.
A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Sure. Okay.
Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Thanks to Sid.
I went up to give some greens to the top.
Alright. We get
Editors
the
started
airship
reading
now,
books that
or
don't have any pictures in.
is it just... I mean, it's not gonna do anything, it's just gonna be on the menus all the same. Right?
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shield is
Just gonna be
underway.
cutscenes.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
Alright.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
Your mouth didn't move. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. My neighbors, jeez. What's going on there? It's unusual.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Looks like shit. Really does.
Fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
Fucking mark! You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now I've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Alright. Can we go and see your dad now?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
Yes.
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a
Oh,
mo.
come on.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Cap.
Oh god, there's side quests. Of course.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Yes, it is.
He cracked the crystal too.
Yeah, I cracked the crystal. Three. Oh, God.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Hopefully this is all like easy to do and quick.
What could be wrong with Torgor?
Fucking Yoshipi and his... It's freaking...
Hopefully it's nothing.
monk quests.
But I should speak to...
Okay. Is got the blues again? Oh god. You there? What do you want?
Blackthorn.
Not really.
This won't take. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. And you might still be doubting your craft. Perhaps sharing your thoughts?
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, he's got a keen eye out. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you.
No. Not troubling me exactly.
And if you knew how we could arm the curse breakers with even better...
That's about us.
I'll see what I can find. Sharp swords are always when we can't have armor.
You're a sub, I can't say.
Thank you. Let's see what...
Okay, whatever.
I got your note. You think something...
So you can read. I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
Okay. What about...
You're looking well, Karen.
Smith?
What do you want?
I want to know...
Running around after it?
I suppose I am, yes.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight, which made it nag.
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I tell people? Suppose you're not likely to go. Fine. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Delmeckian bloke. And he's got more money than sense, which is wise. Reckon he'll still be at the inn.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh.
I appreciate the war.
It's a bit eccentric, okay. And there's also that other quest.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
I believe I can track 5 at the same time. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, come on. Where's... Wait, what? Is it down there? It is.
Well. Here, Sid. Reckon you...
Let's hear it.
Well, it's a lovely bit of kit, yes. One problem is, it won't always, which is why I've been looking for some...
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too.
Proper...
So what exactly do you need?
Nothing but Bomber gave me a sample she'd obtained. You pour the... So, and do you know what I found?
I take it that...
I would have gone myself, but...
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. No, it can only
I
have...
tried to find a supplier for this stuff, but it's rare as Chocobo's teeth. Either someone brings down a bomb.
The Bomb King.
I think Mid might need some help.
So, what is it? Okay. The Croc Sembrak.
Clive.
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto, maybe listen. A little. Listen. I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders. And
that
it's
happen?
maybe my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto. Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. in the hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
500?
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see. Well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility. And it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure they will be.
But you know how it is with this place.
I know.
Alright.
Go.
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well...
Don't worry.
Really?
No. I don't.
Okay.
Meg told me she was building a ship.
I already forgot where the Pond King is, but I'll check back in a minute.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
And what can I do for you? I don't claim to know much about Frostwolves, but I expect...
Wait, what?
Coin purse weighing you down? Finished, are you?
Okay, I guess... Only if I'm tracking the quest, is it? Wait, that's weird. It's Lady Karen we have to pay. And Martha.
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite. Which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frostwolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frostwolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest are the last elder antelope sighting I recall here.
Even so.
Good hunting.
Wait, we're gonna hunt the last one? Jesus. Okay. Bomb King one first. Where are my quests? My journal. Oh, only Martha and Isabel.
Ugh, I'm never drinking again.
Yeah. He's gonna deliver it to Karen. She's gonna kill him. Wait, where is this? Again, we're gonna head straight for it. The Croxenbreck. The Croc. No idea where that is. Because there's the Croc. This? Oh, this is just the other quest. Has to be this zoomed in? Come on. There's the Croc. Road. I have no idea where it is. I'm just gonna go to Northreach and get that. Bomb King location, I guess. Let's see here. Oh, it's close to here. Okay. This is actually the right place to go, I think. Is it around here? Okay, there's the other obelisk. Oh no, it's here. Okay. So we'll teleport to that one.
There's talk.
Let's just go pay Isabel.
Did you hear? The gates to heaven.
I want to see.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and Oil of Talc?
Milady.
Gift. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you, to settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil, and to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive.
What?
I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around.
I am
Man
very
owes
warm
me
to you,
nothing,
ma'am.
Nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well.
Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that.
Okay, but about that
Give my
other
regards
thing.
to Otto. And tell him I do.
Alright, you're gonna teleport here. Go south, straight to the Bomb King.
Come on. Run like the wind.
South and to the left. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, around there.
That'll do, girl.
Where is it? Hello? I did climb out of the Chocobo and Naro, I think. Oh, wait a minute. It's another path. Okay. So I probably dismounted the Chocobo manually. Just didn't remember it after a few seconds. Oh, here we go.
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty.
all my potions. Okay. A bomb ember.
Your reign is over. Not. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more.
There is. But I would rather I got that automatically.
That should do it.
I got it from FFXVI, but okay. Back to... Well, can go to Martha's Rest, I guess. Yeah, let's do the most side quests we can do before we go back to the hideaway. Just go talk to this guy.
What are you after?
What are you after? I'm after potions, if I have potions,
Much obliged. There you go. Take care out there, eh?
Yeah.
Clive!
I wasn't expecting, but it seemed, and though I
There we go. Payer.
A star, Ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again?
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twink in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do. Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Okay. Now, Dally Mill. And Priscilla. Wait, we still have something here? Uh-huh, okay. Wait. Do I go... Yeah, north. Oh, come on.
Let's go. Time to fight.
No, I don't think it is, Clive. Oh. That was a mosquito, what the hell?
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it seemed like just the place. doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Okay. Eat.
Now,
consume.
Will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Get it, boy!
Wait. There we go. Good boy. Okay, so Deli Mill.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Back again, are you? Any more trouble and you'll be barred for life, however deep your friends' pockets might be.
What are you gonna do? Calm yourself.
Wait.
Welcome. If you're hoping for a bed, I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere.
Here, you. Listen. I've got this theory. The fallen. I don't think they all fell. Some of them are still living among us. You could be one of them. I could be one of them.
Sure thing, buddy. Where is this guy? Oh, yeah.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Good.
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? No. That's just how his lordship is. though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went?
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamil is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
The quickest way is to go here.
Let's go.
Fly, Ambrosia.
No, no thank you. Faster. Come on, faster. Oh, she does leave footsteps. I was wondering that. There.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
possessions.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamel.
Excuse me. Good thing it teleported automatically.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself. Okay. And a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
And there are many other collectors out there.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
All right. Now we can finish Forsyth.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
All side quests are back at the hideaway. Eating again.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
Yep.
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
One, you brought 5.
You can, eh? I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
Okay.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully
You learned something up.
I did better.
A whetstone.
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
Clive explains the 10,000 once and then 10,000
No
again.
wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. But good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one. August 2. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
He'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
Ooh. Okay, I'm guessing that's the ultimate sword. Excalibur recipe. Okay. What do you need for it?
Okay, yeah. What do you want?
Excalibur. We only need the Y, right? 14. I think I can get that. I absolutely think I can
Anything
get
else?
that. Don't you sell it?
And what can I do for you?
No. No. She does. Oh, jeez. That should be enough.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
No.
What do you need?
Crafted.
A Sancthornian, do you?
Wait, what? We can't. Wait. Oh. Wait, what the hell? Why can't.
And? Clive? A Sancthornian, do you? Should last you a good while.
The frick? Okay. Finally. That was weird. That was a weird bug. Okay, got the Excalibur. No way to reinforcement. Yeah, big sword time.
And?
How does it look? Okay, it looks cool. It's got a blue handle. Okay. Our pocketries. This is weird. I think this is like the best sword. And we got the best belts and gloves. Belt and gloves, yeah.
Clive, were you able to locate your quarry?
At this point in the
We
game,
were
that's
indeed,
weird.
Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
Mm-hmm.
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power.
Oh,
Consider
like me?
that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
Cool. Caval's Sang slightly increases attack potency from Torgal. Okay. I am still gonna be using the other three things till I'm max level. Yeah. And ability points. I might keep the ability points. Just leave the experience in the gill. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna save. There's still at least 1, 2, 3 more icons. Shiva, Odin, and Bahamut, I'm guessing. It's the three we have seen. Okay, let's go all the way around.
I went up to give some greens to the
Give this man an alembic. Sir.
All right there, Sid?
Right
How's
there.
that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Alembic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then, let's get this contraption up and running. There we have it.
I'm guessing this is gonna make better potions.
Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in.
Potions, thank you.
Reckon I could work some magic on that.
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest lever supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. Ah, I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo.
A mo?
Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you,
Raising.
there's plenty more where that came from.
Alright. Doesn't say how many though. Oh, here we go. By how many? Yep. 2 more potions, 1 more high potion, and 1 more tonic. Okay. Suppose that was worth it. Alright, it's all gone. We paid steps.
Good. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
Okay.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
The ship is this. She's just building the engines and the hull.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not.
Fine.
Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I have no idea what was she talking about.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
You have, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
Huh. I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died? 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... I forget where. And having nothing better to do on the long nights, we sat up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that, on account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
Alright, I'm guessing this is a new item for the collection. Nope. Getting a flashback.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall.
Alrighty.
But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tie it up in a bit.
Hmm?
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us.
Of course.
I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
They're counting by hand.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go,
take the cup.
Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Alright. Sid's goblet. There it is. Split into chambers. I didn't need it to buy the wire. I would have gotten from this quest book. We got a new item.
I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Okay.
Here you are.
High Cleric's medallion, and only when I get hate
All
over
done?
50 will I know what that is. Okay, what is that? High Cleric's medallion. Healing potency of high potions. Damn, okay. That's definitely good. Let's see what I want to do too. Let's go to Karen. She's stuck on potions.
It told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes held?
next?
And what can I do for you? Go on then. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
Right?
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Sell that.
I'll be thankful you got that much. Finished, are you?
He cracked the crystal too.
Alright. There's the cup, or the goblet. Still missing a lot of things. Midnight, so I'm just gonna leave Clive right next to Otto because I don't think there's any other side quests. Check. Oh, there is a mark, but I believe that's the level 45 mark. So. Oh, this is complete. Oh, cool. Well, that it shows you that. Okay. Alright. Save. There we go. That's it for me today. Tomorrow I won't stream, since I have to go to sleep much earlier, because I gotta catch a flight on Friday. Oh, it's still the middle of the night. To TwitchCon. My first TwitchCon. So yeah. I'll be back possibly on Tuesday. We'll see how tired I am because I'm also getting back on Monday. I'll arrive like 10:30 or something like that. So the flight doesn't get delayed. So yeah, I won't be playing that day. Yeah. All right. Let's see who's live. Wait, today's Wednesday. Oh. Alright. Let's go say hi to someone. Let's go say hi. Who to who? Oh, okay. /raid. Let's go say hi to Invert, who's also playing Final Fantasy, albeit Final Fantasy 14. Alright, there's your raid message. I am off, because I really didn't need sleep. And I need to pack tomorrow, so yeah. Have a good one. If I don't see anyone at TwitchCon, I'll see you then on Tuesday. Thank you, Studley. Have a good one. Yeah, let's go see how to invert.